In the central coastal area of Vietnam, Quảng Bình is among provinces with the most important geostrategic location in the past and present. Leaning on the gigantic Trường Sơn mountain range and facing the East Sea, this land is famous for the world's most spectacular caves. Located in the center of Vietnam, all transnational roads, including the railroad, cross Quảng Bình. There is also a deep sea port, airport, and an international border gate with Laos. This place is an ideal transshipment point in the East-West Economic Corridor and is the eastern gateway of Laos Central Region, the northeastern part of Thailand and Myanmar. With the existing potentials, the determination and courage of the people in this land of sunshine and wind, we are aspiring to push Quảng Bình forward from the three strengths: tourism, renewable energy, and high-tech agriculture. This offers investors new opportunities to come along with us and realize the dream of bringing Quảng Bình prosperity from its own potential and strength. Quảng Bình, attractive investment destination. To become an attractive investment destination, there must be a strategy with vision, breakthrough, and competitiveness through the planning to create a completely new development path for Quảng Bình, which is based on their own potential and strength. Therefore, we're working with McKinsey Consulting Company to develop a master plan for socio-economic development of Quảng Bình until 2030 with a vision until 2050. With this plan, investors can find out opportunities to work together with Quảng Bình, turning the potentials of tourism, renewable energy, and agriculture into highly profitable projects. Tourism, the spearhead industry. In 2014, the New York Times ranked Quảng Bình 8th among 52 most attractive tourist destinations in the planet and the most attractive destination in Asia. In 2016, this is one of the 3 selected locations in Vietnam for the filming of the famous Kong Skull Island. Indeed, there are few places in Vietnam that owns pristine beauty and great tourism potential such as Quảng Bình. Apart from the long coastline of over 100 kilometers and beautiful beaches, Quảng Bình is also known as the Kingdom of the Cave, with World Natural Heritage Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park, Thiên Đường and Sơn Đông Caves, the world's largest and most beautiful caves. Therefore, Quảng Bình has all the necessary conditions for investors to join us and turn tourism into a spearhead economic sector, creating driving force for other fields. Accordingly, in the Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng area, we will focus on developing ecotourism, adventure tourism, and hot spring resorts. Meanwhile, in the coastal area, we are calling for investment in luxury resorts in the most beautiful sunshine and white sand beaches in the north of Vietnam, such as Đá Nhảy, Quang Phú, Nhật Lệ, Bảo Ninh, and Hải Ninh. To transform Quảng Bình into a luxury ecotourism and adventure tourism hub, a new destination for cultural tourism, culinary tourism, golf tours, and national resorts. We're calling for investment in 5,000 5-star hotel rooms and 10,000 hotel rooms from 3 to 4 stars. Renewable energy, new opportunities. For a long time, Quảng Bình has only been known for nothing but sunshine, wind, and sand. But now, we're determined to turn these challenges into advantages and strength so that investors could develop wind and solar power projects. With about 1,800 hours of sunshine per year and radiation intensity of 4 kilowatt-hour per square meter per day, we welcome business to invest in solar power plants with a capacity of 1,000 megawatts in Lệ Thủy district. Many enterprises have started to invest in this sector in Quảng Bình. Meanwhile, with average wind speed of 5.5 to 6 meters per second, we also call for investment in wind farms with a total capacity of 750 megawatts in Quảng Ninh, Lệ Thủy, and Minh Hóa districts. By the end of this year, we'll have a long-term vision to develop wind and solar power by 2025 and 10 years after that. With the government's new pricing policy for wind power and soon solar power, investors should grab this opportunity to bring the land of sunshine and wind onto the renewable energy map of Vietnam. In addition, in the industrial sector, we also call for investment in infrastructure development at the 5 industrial zones, including areas near the Hòn La economic zone. For Quảng Bình, this economic zone plays a very important role since this is the gateway to the East Sea, connecting with Cha Lo Border Gate economic zone, which is neighboring Laos and only 300 kilometers to the northeast of Thailand. High-tech agriculture, the new direction. Together with turning tourism into a spearhead economic sector, Quảng Bình has also identified a new direction, high-tech agriculture development. Accordingly, in the coastal and delta areas like northern Đồng Hới city area, Quảng Ninh and Lệ Thủy, we'll call for investment in nearly 2,500 hectares of aquaculture, animal husbandry, fruit and vegetable farm integrated with tourism development. Agroforestry will be implemented on the hilly and mountainous areas. The development of high-tech agriculture will help us improve the productivity, quality, and efficiency of agricultural production while adapting well to climate change. Currently, 2 high-tech agricultural projects in Quảng Bình have been certified by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, while many other projects are being surveyed. To become a hub for ecotourism and luxury resorts, we also call for investment in 2 high-quality general hospitals in Đồng Hới City. In the future, Đồng Hới is not only a political, economic, and cultural center of Quảng Bình, but also a center for high-quality healthcare and education, providing world-class services for local residents and visitors. In addition, we also call for investment in a general hospital in Ba Đồn town, the second most populous area of Quảng Bình. In the field of infrastructure, we call for investment into 8 residential and urban complexes in Đồng Hới, Phong Nha, and coastal towns. This will be one of the important factors for us to make Quảng Bình a place to live, as well as to attract tourists and high-quality human resource to help Quảng Bình become more competitive. Quảng Bình is known as one of the provinces with good business environment, quick administrative procedures processing under the one-stop mechanism. This can be proved by the fact that the Provincial Governance and Public Administration Performance Index of Quảng Bình has topped the list for many consecutive years. At the same time, we're constantly striving to improve the Provincial Competitiveness Index. In recent years, the leaders of Quảng Bình province periodically meet investors to dialogue and solve difficulties that their projects face. To become more competitive and attractive to investors, apart from the reduction of at least 10% of the administrative procedures clearance time, Quảng Bình has put the Public Administration Center into operation since the beginning of 2018. Our reform will directly benefit investors.
Hiện nay thì chúng tôi đã có một cái chính sách tương đối đồng bộ để mà thu hút các nhà đầu tư. Đó là
We now have a relatively consistent policy to attract investors.
để mà giải phóng mặt bằng. Tình cùng nhà đầu tư.
It is the province that supports site clearance, helps investors set up the projects, invest in water and electricity supply and roads, and also organize training for staff and workers for investors.
Quảng Bình luôn luôn đồng
Quảng
hành
Bình
cùng doanh nghiệp
always accompanies businesses
từ lúc lập
from
dự
the
án,
beginning of the
rồi
project
triển khai
until
dự án,
it
cũng
becomes
như là
operational.
khi đưa dự án vào
We always
hoạt
shoulder
động.
with businesses
Chúng tôi luôn
and
luôn
consider their success
phát triển
ours.
doanh nghiệp và coi cái hiệu quả của các nhà đầu tư là hiệu quả của tỉnh.
Although the province is the 43rd largest economy of the country, Quảng Bình now has a new aspiration, vision, and direction in order to exploit its unique potentials and strength with investors. So, there are 4 reasons why Quảng Bình is an attractive investment destination. The important geopolitical location of Quảng Bình gives it special features that not many other localities in the north have. The province is also one of the very few provinces in the north that has both coastal economic zone and border economic zone. Quảng Bình also has a new vision with new opportunities that can be generated from the master plan for socio-economic development to 2030 with a vision to 2050. That is because we have a new direction to turn tourism into a spearhead economic sector combined with high-tech agriculture and renewable energy development. And the most important thing is that we're constantly reforming to become more competitive. Natural resources and cultural resources converge in this land. Therefore, there is no reason for investors to not accompany us to fulfill the aspiration, turning these resources into a driving force for Quảng Bình to become a prosperous province in the Central Coast. And we are committed to listening and sharing with you on the new path to prosperity of Quảng Bình. Together, we'll write a story about the success in this land.